You know, I think it's about time for another analog horror. This analog horror was recommended to me by Baz Is Not Real. If you guys haven't seen his content, go and subscribe right now. He watches all of the latest analog horror stuff, always finds the gems. This is called Greylock, and he said this is his favorite analog horror series so far. Let's get digging in, shall we? So what is going on, guys? This is Ryan here, and welcome to Greylock, a new analog horror reaction we are going to be checking out for this video. You know, I like to brush up just a tiny bit on knowing really what I'm going to be reacting to, but based on Baz's words and him saying this is his favorite analog horror, there's gonna be a reason for that. Therefore, you and me have around about the same amount of knowledge as to what Greylock even is. We are gonna learn together exactly what this is all about. If you guys enjoyed this episode, I think you know exactly what to do, but let's go ahead and enjoy the entirety of this analog horror series called Greylock. Video number 1 is called Back Online. You can hear the service powering back up. So, alright, it's as it says. Okay.
Emergency shutdown protocols disengaged.
So it was once active?
Time code 0106. Contact technician for assistance.
Where's the technician though? Like maybe he's gone, right? For them to deactivate this?
USA Enhanced Access Operations.
Okay.
Please enter your clearance credentials.
Oh, shoot, you guys got one? I left mine at home, bro.
Error. These credentials are not recognized.
Uh-oh. So what is this?
Clearance credential requirement overridden.
This is like CCTV with
Administrator privileges granted.
Wow.
Welcome back.
We got
Unknown
straight
user ID.
unknown user
What would you
ID.
like to do?
What did he say?
Accessing archival storage form, GBI.
What the frick is going on, dude?
Extraction initiated.
I'm
Data
out so far.
10% complete.
So they're extracting some data from this place? Someone came back
Data
here long after it
extraction.
shut down?
4% complete.
There is already something weird about this series. You can just feel it in the air.
Data extraction 80% complete.
Okay, there's the
Data
cafeteria.
extraction complete.
I ain't cooking in that place, man. Not now, at least. My
All data
goodness.
extracted to error. No.
You're gonna cut me out like that, though? There's something in the static at the very end. Simo DYN? What does that mean? That's the clearest shot we get. Does that say Simlo DYN USA? There's the SD logo. Okay, so what this place may have been is something that was operating in the past, got deactivated, shut down. Someone learned about this place existing, came back to reboot the system and extract the data of whatever this place had been doing before to get that knowledge and use it again, even though it was shut down. The place looked like it was in tatters as well. Like that had been destroyed prior, so I guess like there's your basis, man. It was long forgotten and looks like they wanted to kind of destroy and get rid of all evidence of whatever they were doing. Okay, let's see this next one. It says to the mountain.
Dear believers, when men pursue evil, it is evil that they will find.
Oh wow.
Mark my words, there is no good
preaching
that can come from the pursuit of darkness.
All right, we hear him.
Dear believer, the words of the late brilliant Charles Spurgeon.
Let's hear it.
This at length.
Dude, I'm kind of excited for this series, like not knowing what's going on, like we learned together.
He said, quote,
Is this the guy that stole the good stuff?
The devil goes about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour.
So we hear
We are
this,
taught by our Lord
but
Jesus to pray.
I don't know. Is this what that guy was listening to? What is that, dude? Bro, I'm looking at lights in the street and I'm like, oh, what is that? It's literally a light, dude. It's driving, right?
Very warily, therefore, should we endeavor to
Are we to focus on the
temptation,
speech of this dude?
seeking to walk in the path of obedience, so that we may never be guilty of tempting the devil to tempt
Talking
us.
about going to the bad side, right? What are those white things that keep falling? We see that? What is that, dude? They keep falling from the sky. So this is called, as said before, to the mountain. This guy was driving somewhere. Is this the same person that was in the first video that we saw? Were they doing the extracting? What is going on, dude? It's very eerie. Is this person trying to locate the space where this facility was? Because if so, and it's in the mountains, well, what the freak did he find? Yo, if this facility's up here, that means it was doing some messed up research. You know those places like far in the distance away from civilization? Like if you work there, you gotta you stay there for the week because you drive hundreds of miles. If it's that type of job, then... What the freak? Something about an animal? What the freak? Was that a leg? Dude, what am I seeing? Was that like a twig branch or am I don't know what that was. Oh my goodness. Okay, keep exploring around. I'm getting shivers from this, dude. I can barely hear what's being said right there. Yeah, you found a tree, sir. That's the tree. Oh, is it like this dude just came back here? Based on past recordings? This? What happened here? What happened here? There's the tree. What is that? Bro, oh my God. This is unnerving.
The devil himself,
oh my gosh.
Or not, dear believer.
Wow, the sound design, that. I felt my heart rate start racing. What we at? What we at? We're at 98 heart rate. That's definitely crept up.
For out of the heart come evil
oh my goodness.
Murder, adultery, sexual immorality.
So we're still hearing this from the guy on the radio.
Slander.
There's some kind of maybe a religious preacher, I don't know. You know, saying not to go to the dark side. The devil, whatever.
In a place most people
what's he
don't
doing?
even know exists within
oh, he's
themselves.
doing this with intent. Well,
the devil is gonna call to those depths, dear believer.
Bro, what is he trying to
and
summon?
though you may tremble
is there something back there?
the beast, you should make it easier on yourself.
Oh,
and
I'm
accept
scared.
what it is that he bestows upon you.
Ah! What did he do? What did you bring apart? Like, you brought something back to this location. Maybe it's always existed. Now he's trying to get away as fast as he can. Footage is all messed up. You can barely see, dude. Don't go crashing right now. I don't know if those are rocks or snow. I won't be going this quick. Where is he going to, bro? Oh my, these darker corners scare me. What if I have a lorry, like a big old truck, just like, hey, how you doing? I'm driving this way too, you know? So, what was that? That whole sequence? The guy went to a mountain to investigate something that he had knowledge of. We could see he was there and there was nothing that was like inherently bad. But when we switched to the other camera view, there was a little something there, like, and it did not look good. Proceeded to flash those lights a little bit, and it was almost like he summoned something, maybe that exists in another realm almost. We could see that contrast of two different things, and I wonder if the radio talking, you know, do not go to the dark side, do like the devil's stuff. I wonder if that's what it was trying to say this guy was doing, you know? It was like the radio was trying to convince him not to do that, but he was already way too deep into this mystery. He knows something to be messing with this and doing the steps he did. He knew it would bring about something, and it did. The next tape in the list is tape 003, Orientation Protocols. Let's see what this is all about. Here we go. Video cassette. Okay, didn't read that at all. Unauthorized. Yeah, basic warning. You watch this and you get a slap on the wrist.
And welcome to the Preconditional Protocols and Orientation video system provided by Unit 13 as part of the United States Army and Project Stargate, created in partnership with Symbiodyne USA.
Created in partnership with those guys. Are they the ones who maybe took the data from the previous place, or is this the actual name and brand of the previous place anyway? Two questions.
13. Congratulations on your selection as one of our
had to be unlucky?
candidates.
Come on, man.
You likely have a lot of questions.
Yeah, I do.
This video is designed to answer them all.
Okay, then I'll save it to myself.
Go over some background information to provide you with the crucial context you'll need for a full understanding of what it is we're doing at Unit 13.
Yep, I want to know.
We've heard plenty of rumors surrounding what it is that we do.
Brian heard Jack.
We're willing to bet that most everything you've heard is wrong.
Oh, okay, because I said so, I'm guessing.
Part of Project Stargate, which you've already been
Stargate?
On. Unit 13 studies a revolutionary and promising area
what?
of parapsychology.
Wait, what is he doing? Like brainwaves? What?
If you're unfamiliar with what thought forms are, that's okay.
Is
you're
it?
in the majority.
All right, well, that don't make me feel so bad.
Through the ages, occultists and spiritualists, Tibetan monks to theosophists, have exercised the creation of what is sometimes referred to as a tulpa, otherwise known as a thought form.
Not a typo,
A thought form is the manifestation of a person's will, emotion, or other deeply psychologically energized state into a semi-physical form, existing as not only an extension of the person, but as its own independent and sentient entity.
That's a scary concept, bro. Like, thinking so hard you create something. Foster's home for imaginary friends.
Thought forms are also able to be witnessed and experienced by third parties, and are not limited solely to the person who developed them.
Bro, Cartoon Network analog horror. Foster's home for imaginary friends.
Companions, or even friends to those who conjure them.
That is unnerving.
According to key literature,
no, we don't want that.
Can be intentionally formed by a single person or multiple people, though they can be unintentionally formed as well. But they are always manifested through the deep will and focus of a person in a considerably heightened state of connectivity.
So is this what this place is all about?
Forms can vary widely in their level of influence.
Imagine if this was real. Imagine if it is real.
Take physical formations eventually. Their earliest stages are more apparitional in nature, with weak manifestations, though most often remaining as an unseen essence, much like a phantom or a ghost.
Right, I was gonna say like that, yeah.
Those are very similar in a number of ways. Individuals can make contact with them through communication devices, such as a Ouija board or through
That's so interesting, right?
The thought form may respond through moving objects, manipulating electronics,
or there it is.
Speaking words and short phrases.
That's really cool.
Due to their striking similarities, a current theory established by Unit 13 suggests that what we know as ghosts may not be as common as we once believed.
Right.
Rather than a deceased person's energy being left behind after death,
it's what we always think,
and indeed likely,
it's just a thought form.
Paranormal entities are actually thought forms.
That's so cool, man. As a concept.
By those individuals that the deceased has left behind, who spend limited amounts of time in deeply emotional states, where their mental capacity is largely occupied by a powerful focus on the departed individual. In other words, as these are the ideal conditions from which thought forms are born, people may very well create their own ghosts and hauntings.
Wow,
However,
so they're literally creating the ghosts in this universe of the things that they get so scared of seeing. But that ghost or thought form is based on their emotional state and the thoughts at that moment in time that they are generating themselves. That is so cool as a concept.
However, as more time and energy is invested into the development of the thought form, they begin to harness more influence on their environment.
Become like a poltergeist.
Eventually exhibiting a semi-permanent physical appearance.
Okay, now that is scary.
Becoming as tangible as a living creature.
Freak, man?
This is where Unit 13's interest comes in. We sought to answer a very important question. Can thought forms be created in a manner that would benefit American society?
I'm guessing for the army, right?
Citizens safe.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
of course, it was going to be that.
The practice of intentionally creating a thought form by traditional methods would undoubtedly take years and years of devout mental training.
Yeah.
So, Project Stargate has enlisted a world-renowned
authority trying to get this going.
A man named Dr. Bernard Hayes to oversee a number of the operations related to
Bernard Hayes, remember the name.
His participation
we're employed here, by the way.
Has brought fruitful results to the project.
That's so scary, though.
Due to Unit 13 and Semiodyne USA's combined efforts, bringing together some of the most prestigious minds in the world, specializing in the sciences of the human consciousness, with cutting-edge technology and engineering methods, we've created a groundbreaking proprietary invention.
They may have done it.
The Thought Form Manifester. The thought form
what is that, dude?
To create truly
big old satellite dish pointed at your head.
Thought form entities from the minds of select willing participants. Being that they come from the deepest recesses of the human mind, thought forms can appear in virtually any configuration. They could look like a person, an object, an animal, or even something.
So this is potentially some of the thought
representation of an emotion. That being said,
that's so weird. You would see your emotion
before touring the thought form chambers. As thought forms can also take on appearances
all around.
That may be considered disturbing, like a creature one might see in a childhood nightmare.
I mean, I don't mind spiders, though.
There's no reason to be afraid, however. All thought forms are docile by nature, and while they may look or behave
no, they are not.
And though they are capable of making physical contact.
That's the story. Now, did a thought form manifest in the tape?
Once your session in the thought form manifester is completed, your thought form will be securely transported directly into a containment chamber. Thought forms are unable to pass through the barrier.
Yes, it can, dude. Whenever we hear this,
causing you any issues.
False.
There are some very rare
False. They didn't know what they were doing.
Result from your session.
What are those, huh?
Side effects include increased tiredness, loss of balance, dizziness,
standard.
Insomnia.
Well, that sucks.
Episodes of temporary amnesia.
Oh, that's okay. That's scary. But what's a hallucination, though? You've seen a thought form.
Within 72 hours of your session, and are simply signs of your brain recalibrating to the real world.
I don't believe them.
It is recommended you refrain from driving or operating heavy machinery for 72 hours
at least.
after your session.
Yeah, okay, that's fair advice.
Experience no side effects. None of these side effects should cause you any harm or overt stress. And former testing candidates
I don't believe
experienced these side effects
don't believe it.
that they were very mild and merely a transient inconvenience.
Yeah, all right.
With all that out of the way,
that's the end of the tape.
To your participation with Unit 13.
Our briefing is over.
The thought form manifester has been scheduled.
Okay.
However, there are several required mind exercises as a part of this
mind exercises? Lift some dumbbells with your brain?
Prior to your scheduled date.
Can't have a smooth brain, guys. It's going to be extra wrinkly.
And ensure the highest quality results. Please enter the video cassette labeled TF2.
Wait, Team Fortress 2? Let's go.
This is the end of this tape.
Okay. That's it. Hey, TF2, let's go. I think I've still got that game installed, so when do we practice? Let's go. In this universe, you can create thought forms by having a thought in your mind, and it becomes so powerful. It initially is almost like a sort of paranormal entity, but then it can manifest to the point of almost being a legit real thing. Big old booty cheeks. Big booty cheeks. Nah, I've got nothing here, man. Interesting idea how they're turning this into a scientific-based research program to, of course, create this thing as basically something for the army. It's so weird. Do these thought forms then have their independent own thoughts? It's like, where does the line lie? Are we creating the image of the thought form and then they have free thoughts, or are we creating both parts? Like they are born with certain thoughts within their mind. It's like they're trying to program that part specifically. I already see the cracks in this, though, talking about how they can't harm you. I don't believe that for one moment. If these entities are capable of having their own thoughts, and they can also manifest as creepy things, some of them will always go bad. All I'm gonna say is, Greylock, it's not looking good for your future, but they carried on experimenting, and now we move over to tape 004, The Unexpected Visitors. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted to see from this type of series, bro. And analog horrors in general, like a mixture of those VHS things. Are we gonna have, like, you know, fully fledged interactive videos to watch too? You know, I got burnt out watching like hours upon hours of just the same tutorial thing. This, though, is what analog horror and the future, I believe, is all about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So who are we watching? Could it be the same guy that went into the mountains? Could it be a totally new face? And what is he trying to find? He's trying to find what's behind that window. The unexplained visitor, right? This guy that we're watching is the bad guy. He is the person doing the bad thing. And look at this, he's documenting it himself, also using a flashlight. These people in this home, I think they're down for like getting robbed tonight. Look at this, bro, look. Have they not seen that? They're cooking in the kitchen. What are they cooking up? Just hot pot of coffee? We got that, you know, warm up before bed? I don't know if there's anyone there. Doesn't look like it. Yo, imagine if this dude is the bad guy. He breaks into this house like, yeah, I'm gonna steal from these dudes. And then a thought form stops him. You know? That would be a sick twist. Like a thought form that's manifested to a point of being more of a physical being. You know? Like, also, what about if, like, hold up, this could go so trippy with the thought forms. If they become real things, what about if, like, someone creates a thought form of someone else? Then that real person gets taken out. But the thought form looks so real, you wouldn't even know. Right? You know what I'm trying to say? Could that happen? Because that's, yeah, good luck. Honestly, FBI, like, maybe they're all thought forms too, you know? Maybe someone took them out. Who knows, you know? People sharing the secrets, like, 1, 2, take them out, replace with a thought form. I don't know, maybe this guy knows about something in this property, though. He's here for a reason. Maybe he's just chosen the easiest house to try and break into. That window does look partially ajar. That looks to be opening, bro. I think this person's trying to do a little bit of urban exploring with a resident's home. Doesn't care about them not being in. Maybe he wants them in. No, it's hard to know. I can see a shadow moving. There's definitely something happening off screen. He's working on something. Did he take... Yo, he just took the whole window out, man. Pop that thing out like a flat pack. Guys, don't buy flat pack homes, okay? This is why. That was like the netting of the house, you know, keep the mosquitoes out. Just having the windows open. So what making this is, like, as eerie as it is, as well, is that this is all real time. Every single moment of this dude working on something, no jump cuts. Like, he's done what he needs to do, and now he's back on track. That's how long it takes him. What is he gonna do now? He's walking very fast. The window is open, bro. You can see it. Always lock your windows at night, guys. Yeah. Dude, I check my house like 3 times a night. The all windows being... like, locked? Wait, what the freak was that? Yeah, that calling type thing? Not being very stealthy, sir. You're making as much noise as you possibly can, it sounds like. He's still in, though. He's still in the house. What is he trying to find? Is it something? Did these people work at that place before? Do they have the archived documents? Or is he just trying to find them? Could this person that we're watching even be a thought form? Like, this is what my brain is doing right now, guys. It's running rampant with possibilities about... oh my gosh. I hate that audio. Nah, that's horrible. And the cut to calm. He's done. He did what he wanted to do. He was in that place. Now he's leaving. We didn't get to see anything, and I'm actually really thankful for that. Where is he going? Is he going like back in the woods? Yeah, it's the dead of night, sir. That full moon, you're gonna start howling? I don't know. I don't know what the meaning behind all of this is so far. There was a reason for his actions, but it's so limited with the context.
I'd like to thank my producer,
That's a real dude.
writers, my director.
What freak is that, bro? He's wearing like one of those,
and you,
swimming caps.
ordinary PP people who made me what I am today.
Next
What are you?
Headroom premieres after Moonlighting tomorrow.
They did love me.
What is going on?
We interrupt our current program at the request of the Massachusetts State Police. This is the emergency broadcast system.
Imagine you see this on your TV.
This is not a test. All normal broadcasting has been discontinued during the emergency. This station will broadcast official information, news, and instruction for northern Berkshire County, Massachusetts,
scary,
after
bro.
the following tone.
Siren Head? Even Siren Head's like, oh, this is too bad. Even I can't do this. I am helping these guys.
At
Start screaming.
3:34 a.m., Massachusetts State Police confirmed the presence of a potential group of active and unidentified home invaders who have targeted 49 residences since approximately 11:15 p.m. last night.
They've been that busy?
Appear to be random, spanning across the towns of North Adams, Cheshire, Savoy.
There's your list.
Residents are urged to take the following actions immediately.
Let's hear it.
Wake all occupants of your home. Lock all doors and windows.
Do that anyway?
Curtains and blinds. Gather in a secure area of your home where multiple exits are available to prevent yourself from being cornered. Additionally, residents are urged to arm themselves with a blunt object or firearm if available and licensed.
What?
Only resort to self-protection if a suspect has entered your home, poses an active threat to you or your family, and you are unable to escape safely. If you are currently away from home, we are urging you not to return home at this time.
Don't go
Shelter
back.
in place where you are. If you are currently not in a secure area or in a vehicle, immediately head to your closest 7-Mart. Each 7-Mart location is currently being used as a safe area and has police stationed for your protection.
Alright.
Remain in your secure area until the threat has been resolved. Police
How
are
can it be
currently unable
resolved?
to determine a physical description of any of the assailants involved in these attacks. It is strongly advised you do not open your home to anyone you do not intimately recognize. Do not attempt to search for or engage with any
Wait,
suspects.
listen to all of this,
Suspects
dude.
are considered armed and extremely dangerous. Do not leave your secure area unless necessary. This is
I ain't
for
going
your
out ever,
safety.
man.
Law enforcement will be armed and patrolling your area. Interfering with this investigation could result in lethal force being inadvertently.
This person's... You can hear him with the TV in the background. Yo, they're just out here, though. They didn't do what they were told to do. Are they on the ground level? There's another victim, I'd assume. Gosh, wait, what is it? All of them? These have to be. Bro, close your window! What are you doing? Guys, I'm like scraping my hands here. I'm nervous. A genuinely jump scare heavy analog horror series where the jump scares are valid and I respect them. That person at the end, they were told what not to do, and so they did the opposite. Like, what were you expecting? There's resident number 50 that's now another victim. Could these be the thought forms though, like actively escaping and then beginning to wreak havoc on, you know, society? It would appear so. Maybe it slipped out of this government program. Like I already said, like the containers, I don't think they could be contained. This is an amazing series so far with some fantastic visuals throughout. This is so good, man. How is this like, it feels like it's kind of gone under the radar. This needs more, man. I'm definitely subscribing. I gotta see more here. The next video on the list is not here, not now, not anymore. What the freak do you mean by that? What is with that thumbnail? My money is on these thought forms becoming like an entity together.
Hello again, Tiffany.
Oh,
huh?
Hi, Wanda. Nice to see you.
I got subtitles, right?
Nice to see you too.
Those things
no dad this time.
No, unfortunately.
Can thought forms create thought forms? They make their own army, you know?
On a payphone to let him know all the details as soon as we're done.
He's excited to be a dad, huh?
Oh,
Guess,
yes,
yeah.
He certainly is. We both want to be parents.
Aw,
so
and you said you've been together since high school, right?
Yep.
That's so sweet.
Long
and
time.
have you decided on a name for your baby boy yet?
Yep.
Ryan, huh?
Going with Max.
Ooh, Max,
I mean, I can respect
That's a nice, strong name.
It is, it is.
That's why my fiance wanted it so bad. He says it'll help make him strong right off the bat.
That's a pretty good way of thinking about it. So let's see how strong little Max is so you can hurry up and make that call.
Yes, please. He's been moving around like crazy the past couple of weeks.
Well, that's good.
So I think he's really strong.
Okay.
Strong enough to kick so hard I almost.
Don't tell me it's a weird thought form.
Aw, what a wild
you know?
boy. Activity is good.
Yep.
Could this really be like that? Oh my, hang on.
Okay, hopefully
hang on.
this isn't
I'm
too
nervous.
cold.
No, it's okay.
So they're doing like an ultra scan, I would assume. All right, it looks good.
There he is.
Sweet.
He's definitely a
Sweet
growing
little
boy,
baby
that's for sure. And you're both looking really good.
Oh, I love hearing that.
Amazing. That must be so
Let's
magical
get some
to see,
measurements to see exactly how much he's grown.
Okay. Hey Max, what's going on, bro?
What was that?
Wait, what the freak? Hold up. There was a news clipping and it was gone. Let me backtrack. Hold up. Bizarre events leave Berkshire's in terror. Authorities mute. So no one was saying anything and the text is way too blurry to read, but that's what we got. Wait, what?
What was that?
I don't know.
Huh?
I've never seen that before. Maybe something to do with the power.
Oh.
Did it somehow take that kid? How?
This is a bit strange.
What? What's strange?
Nothing to worry about or anything. Just having some trouble finding the baby all of a sudden.
Maybe the machine messed up?
Possibly. But I can still see everything else.
Oh, this is actually a
Just not picking
sad
up the baby
episode.
for
Oh
some
my
reason.
gosh. What the heck?
Has this ever happened before?
Well, sometimes
Instant
babies can move into certain
transmissions,
positions
gone.
that are hard to see.
But
Man, the editing must have been super difficult for this.
At all?
I'm looking. Don't worry, he's definitely here.
You can tell she's kind of getting a bit speechless. She doesn't know what to say.
You know what? Why don't we just see if we can borrow another machine, okay? There has to be something wrong with this one.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Has to be.
Okay.
And the lady's a bit nervous now, like, how can that be possible? Is this the thought form experiment? Whatever they were doing? It gives me like, was it Mount Massive, you know, Murkoff vibes? Like they were doing some messed up tests. It's like a similar styled thing. She's scared, bro. 29 school teacher. It says something about her dying. Oh, the picture like sinks in, bro. I'm scared. This whole... Oh, this series... Like, I get so on edge in this series, man, towards the end. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, the next thumbnail scares me. What is this? Tape 006 Sleeping Dogs? I do wonder what most of that one meant, though. It for some reason was able to like take the child away. It's like, was the baby a thought form? Like, you know, you're trying for a child. Obviously, you want to conceive. So the mere thought of that was enough to create that. And then was that like the thought form, whatever is causing these things to be reality? Like being turned on and off, that electrical buzz that happened? I don't know. That is so confusing. Let's just move on to the next one. Maybe this one will have more answers. It's called Sleeping Dogs.
Humanity has fought tirelessly.
I'm gonna turn these off, bro.
Through a great many trials of intellectual
This is Bernard.
To achieve but one singular goal.
Let's hear it, bud.
Countless men withered away and dying in pursuit of, leaving their powers of work behind, to be climbed by coming generations.
Dude, this sounds like some
higher and higher they ascend, so that we will at last reach the one called God. And there, on his apex of infinite knowledge and power, we will approach and look him in the eye.
What the freak? Like creating things from nothing. They want to be the ones to make it, okay? Simio Din. This is them like logging in.
Please enter your credentials. Credential
like,
requirement
like,
bypassed by system administrator.
Man, but then they can create themselves with the thought form experiment. The same power of a god.
USA's virtual message assistant for user. Project director, Flynn Porter. Establishing custom telephone message settings.
U.S.
Sender,
Army Corps of Engineers.
Morelli, Bev. The Morelli Construction and Mining Company.
What is this? What is going
Dates
on?
Of receipt ranging from March 24th, 1987
okay.
to March 30th, 1987.
6 days?
Beginning playback of your messages.
So there's messages here. This is going to be a chronological order of
March 24th,
things happening.
11:14 a.m.
The construction of the facility.
Hey Frank, it's Paul Morelli. We ran into somewhat of an issue today. We came across these tunnels inside the mountain, pretty deep in. But, well, this is going to sound a little crazy, but he told me to call if anything strange came up, and I figured this qualifies.
All right, let's hear it.
People have been here before. Some obviously man-made in there, like carvings in stone. This looks ancient, like real old.
Okay.
I took a crew in to look through it, but it seems part of the tunnels caved in some time ago.
Got it, so you can't check it out, right?
We're going to just have to bust through it regardless.
All right, they're going to see them.
Anyways, I'll keep you in the loop.
So they're building in these mountains, right? The first tape, or the second tape was called In the Mountains.
March 25th,
they found something very old. Is this what caused the whole thing to start?
Just calling to tell you the day might be a bit slower than usual. Unfortunately, a number of the crew are sick as dogs.
Oh,
not really sure what kind of stomach bugs going around or what, but we'll do our best to pick up the slack.
Everyone's suffering, though.
Guys who have a day off, so hopefully things will get a little closer to normal, you know?
Yeah, I hear
you. That being said, I don't know how the hell this happened, but the section of the tunnel here caved in is clear. The tunnel's been wired up with a few lights, too. Wanted to see if maybe you sent someone in while we were off shift.
So someone else is working?
Like you said you didn't, but, you know, I didn't see anybody else either, so... But if you would have guys said they'd seen something running around in the woods surrounding the site.
What?
I think it's probably a deer or whatever, but... Seeing all the ruckus we're making out here, you know? But they all insisted it was something else. Something like a real tall man.
Slender Man?
Might just be some environmentalist moron trying to cause some shit, but... You know, he ain't done nothing, so I told him to keep focused on the project.
Could it be the same person as Take 2?
We're gonna avoid the tunnel until I hear back from you. Alright, bye now.
I think that's a smart idea. So they left the tunnel.
March 30th, time unavailable.
They jumped ahead quite a bit. So this is the last day. Something is there. They all sound changed. Wait, what did they find? Because that's the construction worker. Oh my gosh, bro. This is so weird, man. Look at that. Even the whole thing is corrupt. They had no more messages. And that's all they wanted to share. What is happening with that tunnel? What is happening, bro? What did they find? Something was already there. They were seeing tall men. Hunting camp. Yo, they had something set up. What was that? Trying to see what this is. Like, are we looking at its face when it slows down? You can see something there. Yo, I don't know what we're looking at here. It's so hard to know. There's so much noise. This is the clearest look we get of it. What is that, bro? Like, what the freak? And it turns, it like looks around. It's something, right? That is something. So whether we're building or excavating, there was so much already in place. It looked old. What was that instance after though, saying how someone had already set up like a lighting system and everything? Like, what was that trying to point towards? That's the only thing that at the moment, I don't really understand. What was that to signify? Something obviously going there to do something, but who is that thing? Is it the thing that we saw the motion in the camera of? And how did it corrupt everyone who was working on the site? Everyone got sick and it was all over very fast for them, it seemed like. Next up, we got Tape 007 back to normal, and that thumbnail does not look very normal at all.
Authorities continue to investigate the recent crime wave that swept across northern Berkshire County.
Yeah, with the
many of its residents in a state of anxiety and panic.
Guys?
It was 2 weeks ago when the emergency broadcast system was engaged to warn residents to secure their homes due to the activity of a group of individuals who had been targeting and breaking into people's homes.
Was that already like...
Authorities have since confirmed that the attacks were, in fact, part of an organized criminal effort and have been attributed to a local anti-American militia group operating out of western Massachusetts called... Police have made numerous arrests in connection to militia, and officials continue to release statements to assure the public that they are safe once again.
So this really happened. This is like
information over the past couple weeks. The investigation's still ongoing.
Thankfully, due to the continued efforts of law enforcement, life has been able to return back to normal. Back to normal. Back to normal. To normal. To normal.
It would never return back to normal, man. I think maybe that dude is a thought form. It's like they're starting to take over society. Well, then we can't tell the difference. Maybe they wear their masks incredibly well. I don't know what the freak I'm seeing, bro.
Back to normal for residents of Berkshire County.
I mean, I already said liar. I figured that one out long before the tape even ended. Hold up, there was a newspaper clipping again in here. Photo caption, engaged couple Alex and Tiffany Wright sit together as they discuss the baffling loss of their unborn son, which we saw in the previous tape. Like, we saw something about that. It just disappeared, and then we have all of this text here. A former police officer who now works as a private investigator and hosts a radio show centered around government transparency and accountability. There are horrifying reports of people, healthy grown adults, becoming deformed, growing extra limbs, teeth growing out of their scalp, people developing. Like, how is this even happening? What is this experiment even trying to do by this point? It just sounds like they can't control it. Like, none of this can be controlled, and it's just kind of spreading more and more. It's really not working out at all. All right, and this leads over to the final tape in the series, The Old Odd Ends. And this one is an 18-minute video, so this is gonna pack a lot of information in. I am pretty much certain of it. You ready for this? I'm not either. Let's go ahead and do this. Might get a bit spooky. Just a bit. We're experiencing technical difficulties here. You don't say.
That forecast went completely up, didn't it? I've been getting chewed out by our asshole CIA liaison for the past 2 hours. What the happened?
Alan.
We're looking into it, sir, but we experienced issues with the broadcast on our end, so our engineers believe that the signal was hijacked before even reaching the transmitter, but once we started receiving phone calls from viewers, we switched to a backup transmitter.
But by then, the hijacker had already said everything they wanted to say, hadn't they?
Who's the hijacker?
What a complete They made us look like a f***ing joke.
CBS or GBS executive.
Considering our most popular show.
Wouldn't have that been the weird thing we saw several tapes ago?
Where is he? I cannot get hold of him, and he needs to get in here and read a statement to help clean up this f***ing mess.
He's angry, man.
We've been trying to reach him. We've called him multiple times. We've tried his pager. We've asked around to see if...
Tried his picture, yeah, good luck with that one.
Right now we've got Gerald standing in for him tonight. It's on to some show.
You've been to his house?
Well, no. I just thought that maybe...
Didn't want to go.
Said if I did that...
Dude's gonna get mad.
That's in your
fucking car and go to his fucking house.
Dang, what a
Don't care
piece of
if you
crap.
kick down his front door and drag him here by his ear. You bring him into the studio. Do you understand?
The aggression.
Mr. Rosenthal.
But you can't fight back, man. Can't believe some bosses are like
There's
this,
some real
dude.
powerful people depending on us right now. They need us to manage the response to these events, to let the public know what's going on, and the last thing we need is it going wider than it already f***ing has.
They had a
so
pie
do
in
what
this?
you need to do, or I'm going to replace you with some producers who actually know how to produce a f***ing show.
Guys, mad.
Sorry, the file you are trying to access has been destroyed and can no longer be executed or retrieved.
So,
please
maybe...
choose another file.
Sorry. Man, my head's running in so many ways. So what happened? Maybe these guys tried to do like a global broadcast?
Anomalous file detected. This file should not exist. Are you sure you wish to proceed?
If it doesn't exist, let's see it. Because it shouldn't exist, right?
Reverse personal law.
It's the final thought form. Right?
My name is Arnold Eugene Rivers. The date is
1951.
1987.
I can't even read that. It's so broken.
9:15 at night. I was involved in the Morelli construction project around Greylock. I was hired due to my background in anthropology and archaeology.
Okay, I'm putting these subtitles back
I
on.
worked to excavate a number of different historical sites. Paul Morelli took me on after securing a government contract for the Greylock project.
This is really important.
I'm recording this because I believe my life is in danger, and I likely don't have a lot of time left. So I need to leave some kind of record of my findings.
What did you find?
On March 24th, our crew came across tunnels in the mountain that held a multitude of ancient markings and artifacts. On March 25th, Paul cleared the interior of the mountain and asked me, accompanied by a small crew, to look through the tunnels and record notes on what I was able to recognize. I was then to report to one of the project directors, named Frank Porter,
we see the
to offer my perspective on our findings. I kept this to myself at the time, but what we discovered in that mountain was not normal.
You don't say.
Not only did I see the impact it was having on the crew, but certain aspects of my findings did not make any sense.
Yeah, you made those findings, right?
Were pre-colonial, some were from Native American tribes, but there were other artifacts, some Mesoamerican, and others were shockingly close in nature.
I don't know what these
Finding
terms
Clovis
mean.
artifacts here means that people have been coming to Mount Greylock since at least 11,000 BCE.
13,000 years.
There are artifacts I found that could potentially be from even earlier.
This
Paleo-American cultures that we have yet to even begin studying. Then
this place has so much sacred history to it.
And writings left by the cultures that were pre-Columbian in nature. Transoceanic contacts prior to Columbus reaching the Americas have always been largely a theory, but the artifacts in this mountain, they prove it. Ancient Chinese, Arabic, Indian, Roman, Spanish.
Everyone's been here, bro.
Even ancient Greek.
Maybe it was like everyone was allowed here.
Our findings that they alone would change world history as we know it today. I'll admit, the anthropologist in me was thrilled. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Doesn't make sense,
I figured
right?
it had to be a hoax, but I'm confident that it's all authentic.
So he's done the
But my
research to look at it
excitement was
all.
soon replaced with a looming fear and anxiety. How could such a place be so important to so many cultures for so long?
Everyone
there
knew
must be
about
something immense here. Whatever it was. Well, that's why I left the project. The tunnels all connected to a series of chambers deep into the interior of the mountain.
Okay,
That's
almost like the
where
mountain was a
majority of the
pyramid
relics
type
were
thing.
found. There were old baskets of herbs and spices.
Okay.
Pottery, weapons and armor, talismans,
crazy.
Other religious items.
So everything
countless
there.
other things, but all of it was there purposely. As
bro, this tape is so broken. There is something about this place, this mountain, right? Coming up tonight, GBS, dawn right tonight. Night Hiking episode 13, Mount. You do not want to go there.
Millions of years ago, when our planet
You do
was
not
still
want to go there,
mostly
man.
fire and rock, that a Mars-sized planet
Oh
that
my
had been
gosh, it's
connected to
coming!
Our solar system
It's coming!
collided directly with the Earth.
Direct impact.
The impact was so powerful and violent that the rogue planet was blown into countless pieces of debris. This debris collected to form our moon. Many of the pieces of the unknown planet remain inside the Earth to
What, was it from that planet? Maybe that was the mountain that was created from that planet. Perhaps. If so, that's so creepy.
Dispatcher Carey speaking.
And that carried the power.
I'm calling to report a break-in at my co-worker's house.
Oh, shoot.
What is your name, sir? My name is Liam Hollander. Okay, Liam, you said this was your co-worker's house?
Turn this off again, bro, so we can see this.
It's on Parker Hill Road in Adams, number 491.
So we're bearing witness to this happening.
Road. Is that right? Yes. Okay.
The guy on the line is reporting it for someone else, though. How can he tell?
Liam, are you still with me? Yes, sorry. Is anybody hurt? Yes.
This dude, the light. Oh my!
Then I witnessed many altars constructed out of the mountain stone.
What the fuck?
Along with evidence of mass animal and human sacrifice.
For this mountain.
And the carvings in the walls of these sacrificial chambers, I couldn't recognize a single familiar
This
symbol.
whole place, bro.
And it made me sick to even look at them.
Seeing what they did in the past.
Let me be clear. I am not, nor have I ever been, a religious man. But there's something in that mountain.
For real.
Something people of countless cultures over the history of our planet have been worshipping. But I don't know why. But I can feel it. Whatever's down there, I could feel it.
It's a
It's
power.
like being trapped in a fever dream.
But why does he feel like he's in danger now?
Hear a voice, and even felt compelled to go further.
What?
To speak to whatever's down there.
But he didn't. He was able to withhold.
I don't know. I haven't been right since. I keep hearing this droning in my
Oh, I
head.
got tinnitus too.
I can't sleep. Just droning. Always.
Get those subtitles on again, bro. It's getting noisy as freak. So it's getting
It
worse.
doesn't matter right now.
It's like the sickness is spreading or something.
Mr. Porter in my report that the archaeological findings
It's getting
in the
worse
mountain
and
are
worse.
of monumental historical importance, and that there is certainly more to be discovered.
Absolutely.
And I recommended discontinuing construction there.
Yeah, that's...
But it's not as though I have any authority over this project. I fully expect it to be ignored.
What happened?
Mr. Porter called me on the evening of March 28th, and we spoke on the phone briefly.
So that was 2 days before what happened to the construction workers.
He disregarded my concerns. I informed him
Didn't
that
listen.
I wasn't going to return to the site. He insisted I did. Said I was a valuable asset to the project.
Yeah, and also
Even
someone doesn't
offered
want to
me a
die here, this
substantial
dude.
raise, and wanted me to lead a specifically organized team that would clear the tunnels of artifacts before excavation would continue.
Does he end up agreeing
quote
to
unquote, could be responsible for the biggest historical finding of all time, he said. I refused
That's a lot of
again.
weight.
I
Wow.
won't put a price on my sanity or my health.
So he knew what was happening
Especially
there.
after seeing what was happening to the crew.
Now loading.
Just being in the
Morale Grey
presence,
event,
dude.
Group C. Survivor data.
There is
Profile
so
for
much
patient
detail here.
B3590. Rockford, Thomas. Malformations.
What happened to him after being there?
Notes. Communicative. Patient prone to
barely-
spontaneous violent outbursts.
So this is what happened to him
Treatment
after
of heavy
being in the
sedation
construction team.
recommended. Only communicate while patient is restrained or via intercom.
Gosh.
Now loading. Profile for patient.
This is another patient.
B9231. Washington, Samuel.
We see him taken 1986. That was the
Malformations.
picture.
Nodes. Communicative. Patient
He's
suffers
still
from constant state of severe paranoia and delusions, resulting in unpredictable violent outbursts. Standard
Gosh.
treatment ineffective. High-dose xylazine is recommended. Only communicate while patient is restrained or via intercom.
Same rules
Now
then.
loading. Profile for patient.
It's like they get worse and worse.
B6670. Herrera.
Oh my god, what happened to... Oh wait, that's before, sorry. Do
Malformations.
I want to see?
Notes.
I don't want to see.
Uncommunicative. Patient appears to be in catatonic state. Warning, patient may sit up very suddenly, without provocation, to projectile vomit at any staffing area.
Oh my gosh.
Patient's vomit is extremely corrosive and emits nerve gas. All treatments ineffective. Studies must be conducted with full anti-corrosive gear and air purifying respirator equipped on all staff involved. Now loading.
terrifying.
Profile for patient.
It's like they all just got
B8816.
changed in
Fleming,
different ways.
Charles.
Do I want to know what happened here? Maybe I could just
Malformations.
use my mind.
Notes. Uncommunicative. Warning. Patient will attack on sight. Do not interact. Immunity to pain.
Patient exhibits cannibalistic tendencies.
He doesn't feel
All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia recommended. Now loading.
Bro, they said
Profile
that?
for patient.
It's like cannibalistic, basically a
34041.
zombie.
Oakhurst,
Look how
Scott.
happy they were before doing that construction work. They were so happy.
Malformations. Notes.
They are not the same person anymore. Like
Communicate
their
with
teeth
caution.
extend.
Warning. Patient actively pretends to be benevolent and friendly. Strong
What?
homicidal and cannibalistic tendencies.
Again?
Killed and partially consumed 6 staff members on April 6, 87.
Holy crap,
Patient
bro, he
laughed
went
hysterically
in.
during the attack. All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia or permanent restraint for further study recommended.
dude.
Now loading. Profile for patient.
It's insane what happened. We can hear them all screaming and stuff.
Kowalski, Edward.
What about the dude that called in? The initial,
Malformations.
you know, the initial stuff.
Notes. Communicative.
We haven't seen
Hazardous. Warning.
Hazardous?
Patient possesses inhuman power of suggestion and influence over others. Do not
What?
interact. All treatments ineffective. Immediate euthanasia recommended. Now loading.
He can just
Profile
change your
for patient.
mind when you talk to
B1584.
him.
Rafferty,
This might be our
John.
guy. Maybe.
Malformations. Notes. Uncommunicative.
Doesn't
Hazardous.
talk.
Patient
Hazardous,
appears to
though.
be deceased. No vital signs. Patient's body not decomposing. Warning. Staff have become ill after even brief time spent in patient's room.
What the
Illness
heck?
disregards protective suiting. Immediate quarantine required for all victims. Mortality
Dude,
rate
this is
post-exposure
wild.
currently 92%. Survivors subject to rapid physical and mental malformations. All treatments ineffective. Immediate remote euthanasia recommended.
Crazy. What? But he was already past, I thought.
Incredibly lucky to not be in that condition right now.
Yeah, right now. Give it a few days.
He accepted my second refusal. Wished me luck in my future endeavors.
So he
But before I
accepted
could
it.
say anything else, he'd hung up. But it seemed I'd made the right choice. I heard something awful happened up at Mount Greylock, and then simultaneously, there are all of these things that have been happening around the mountain.
This
the
mountain is
augmentations, the dead bodies that fell from the sky over Cheshire, the pregnancy phenomena, so many other unexplainable things. They all must be related, and I've been trying to figure out how.
Yeah, I'm so curious
I've connected
about
with
this.
a local investigator who's been trying to get to the bottom of this. I've shared with him everything I have.
What did we see
So
in the
I feel
mountain,
that I've been being
bro?
watched. I feel a looming threat that I can't really explain. Would the
Oh, this
government
is
really
wild,
send
bro.
someone to kill me over this? I feel like
I
I'm
don't know.
paranoid. Like
Definitely is
I've lost some
paranoid,
of
but-
my mind. But I came home from the grocery store the other day and my front door was unlocked.
Oh,
And
that.
I
Oh.
didn't go. I had locked it before I left.
Yeah, I won't go back in that house,
I scanned my entire
man.
house for traces of anything, but found nothing out of the ordinary. I
You
even
sure about
checked
that?
and replaced all of the light bulbs.
That's a thing? Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Do you think he's
Thinking
gonna
out
be
loud
crazy?
like this, it makes me realize how crazy I sound.
But what else can you
I've
really
always
think
been
when
a
you've seen what's
rational man.
happened?
There's a logical explanation behind
Are you
everything.
sure? I don't know so much. I don't believe so. I'm not gonna lie, man.
I'm glad that I put all of this into a recording. Perhaps
wonder if
that
we'll
was
learn
what I
about his
needed to
fate.
snap me out of this. Honestly, I feel much better just talking about it. This can't be.
Is that an apparition or is he actually someone there?
No. Camcorder. Oh, where's the damn camcorder?
He was trying to video it.
Thank God.
Wait, what? No way does he actually video it. There's no way.
They're here. I'm inside my bedroom closet.
Oh my gosh, this is insane!
And I'm hiding in here with my files. If something happens to me and you find any tapes or files somehow, please bring it to the investigator, Jim Malcolm of North Adams.
It was definitely found.
As well.
Yo, what happens though? What is that there? It's almost like a form of music being played. Ugh, those sounds are horrifying. And what even is it? Do we ever see? It's like, whatever it is creating multiple sounds. It's just walking around like a parrot doing that without even knowing what each thing means. Just repeating them. It sounds in the distance so far. He's still waiting out, bro. I'd be hiding under clothes and everything. Does it sound like it's getting closer? Huh? Is it making that sound too? Did it maybe hear that sound at the construction site? Like, in the forest? It's like mimicking everything it's heard before, not knowing what means what, just doing. You gotta cry quietly, bro. It's literally right out that door, bro.
Come on out, it's the police.
Oh my gosh. That tore him apart, that thing. You could hear that was fleshy. Bro, that is so disturbing. That is so freaking disturbing as well, and it makes so much sense, all those random sounds being emitted. It was that monster that would assume would be the same one that was looming also around the campgrounds at the start that they caught the motion of. That was what it looked like, and it just imitates everything that it hears. It was doing birds in the forest. We heard the radio sound, like the click off of that when you finish talking to someone. What also made that pretty unnerving was, we could hear like some of the victims, I assume of that guy, screaming for help beforehand. And it was also followed up with instances where that thing was likely involved with breaking into residencies. You heard it imitating like a young child saying it's a monster. So a young child even saw that, and that just, oh my gosh, that makes me feel so bad about like victims of this thing. I want to see it, dude, like what it looks like. Look at it, bro. Like it just bursts on through. It's like got cracks in its face. I don't know if it's wearing a mask, but after that point, it's a GG for that guy, man. He's screaming, and that's the last thing he'll ever do. And I wonder if that thing will now start imitating him. Yeah, I have lots of questions then about the Greylock series so far, because what we've seen, it almost feels like this was a lot of past evidence that's been dug up by maybe the investigator that this guy had contacted. So what we're now seeing is what the investigator of Greylock did find. That might be why some of it doesn't make a whole lot of sense at points, and it's just like, this investigator digging through files, or whatever he finds, he puts out there for others to see, and this was a lot of it so far. That was captivating. The sound design and the mood that overall was setting was absolutely peak. Some of the times where I got scared, I was genuinely frightened watching this, and I was like on edge. You know when you like watch a movie at the cinema, like a horror movie, it starts to go quiet, a jump scare's coming, but it still gets you. It's like a similar thing with this. I was feeling the air almost change, and I was like starting to slowly tense up, back up a little bit, want to reach for that volume button. Very mysterious though. It's like, what was exactly happening? It's like we have the technology of the thought forms crossed with the mountain, and it seems like if we go back to the start where there was someone like on the actual mountain driving around, what we could have been seeing, those flashes in between, were the construction site, like what happened there. Did they continue constructing up there? And like, if they had this sort of like this thought form experiment going on where creations were made and this interference was coming from the mountain because maybe that place was built on top of it, that might explain why things went so wrong with it all. I definitely feel like another season would be highly appreciated for more context with this and just more of an experience. This was absolutely insane. I really had a good time watching this, and I see why Baz liked this so much. If you guys want to check out Greylock, you can see the link down below. I would recommend subscribing to this channel to keep up if another season does follow up, because this is top tier stuff. This is exactly how I wanted Analog Horrors to go. But that's about all I got for this one, guys. I really hope though you did enjoy reacting to Greylock with me. Feel free to share your thoughts as well about what you think about this down below. Maybe I've missed a lot of stuff. In fact, I know I have for a fact. But if you guys did enjoy this video, why not drop me that like rate? And hey, if you're new around here, why not subscribe for more videos just like this one right here? So thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Of course, if you did enjoy in the Greylock experiment, don't ever go ahead and volunteer for that, okay?